All right, let me walk you through the way you should do the structure of your cities drawing. Basically, this one, you will pick a fictional city or draw a fictional city, come up with your own fake city related to the features and zones that are described on the previous slides that you jotted down on your poster. So there's three types. You can choose from the concentric zone model. That's the one with rings that just keep growing out from the center. You can pick the sector one where it's more wedging out from the center, or you can pick the multiple nuclei where it's got these clusters of different pockets around the city. So once you've decided what you want to do, then you start drawing. You do a general layout of a city. That doesn't mean it should look like the diagram that was shown, okay? That's just a model. Cities aren't perfectly circular. Cities aren't perfectly drawn in these absolute perfect wedges. They have unique designs to them, but fall in the geography of the land. So it should not be perfect. It should be these made up wedges or made up rings or made up clusters. And then drawing the symbols of where those different types of functions should go, like a central business district or a low income housing neighborhood or a transportation zone. So just to show you what that ends up looking like. Stop the screen share. So on my example here, first thing I did was I just drew the rough outline of where the city limits were. You can draw it in any shape you really want, but most cities are pretty circular in nature. Second thing would just to be somewhere towards the center, to pick a little spot to draw a little core zone or central business district. Then, because I chose sector, I wanted to draw my wedges, and I looked at the diagram to see that there were about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 wedges coming out from the center. But honestly, I think the diagram maybe only had 8 or 9, and I kind of created another one. You can make it your own. You can add more rings, more wedges, more clusters than you'd like. But I'm sticking to what was seen on the diagram that we looked at a few minutes ago. Then I just started drawing these wedges. Some were bigger, some were smaller, all the way to the outskirts of the city limits. Or if you're doing a concentric one, drawing rough rings, not perfect circles, but coming out from the center. If you're doing multiple nuclei, a little pocket here maybe, pocket there. And then the last step is to use the key. So there is a key on Google Classroom that shows that this is intermediate rent. This is low rent. This is high rent. Entertainment or education and recreation, transportation, industrial, and core central business districts. So now when I look at the whole diagram of the metro region, I can get a pretty clear idea of where the rich and poor live, where there's factory work and transportation happening, where the core district is. And you really get the idea that a city is an area of many layers or zones based on the land use model that we're looking at. There we go.